Hello and welcome to the Team One Take episode 14. We have a great guest all the way from CHOKBR, Brazil, if you will. Ravena, how are you doing today?
Hi guys, thank you for the invite. I'm really excited to be here, talk about the CHOKBR, and about Honor of Kings too. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much.
So how long is it that you've been casting for, right? I mean, not only Honor of Kings, but like throughout, like what has been your journey and how you kind of got there?
I've been casting for like 10 years, I think. I started in 2016. I started with League of Legends, and I worked with Riot in 2020, 2021, and I've been in the Wild Rift. So it's a long journey. So
Yeah.
I joined the Honor of Kings scene last year. So yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's great that you talk about the production because I feel like you guys do it way different than everyone else, right?
A casa é sua.
Olha lá.
Ô, Julião, pelo amor de Deus, adota esse cachorro, Julião. Ah, não sei o que, Belly, tamanho. Ela fica desse tamanho. Ela não vai crescer mais. Ela é desse tamanho. 2 aninhos já tá ok, né, Kurama? Você
E é bom que dá pra ter uma média de saber o tamanho que vai ficar essa criancinha aqui.
Right, like you guys are way more chill. You were like laid back. You have like, you know, the intermission sessions. You just have a lot more, dare I say, fun than some of the other broadcasts, which are a little bit more serious. We know about Loose. We know about Alpha 7, just generally because they've been playing on the international stage. They were there at the KWC. Both of these squads, dare I say, they have a lot of flair, a lot of passion. I love that about the players. They are some of the most boisterous guys. They're a lot of fun to watch. But you know, again, you've been watching them as the league has been going on. Give me your thoughts of not only these two teams, but also the CHOKBR just in general.
Well, this year we had like some major changes from last year to now. Well, format. Last year we had like last year we didn't have 2 splits. Like we have 1 split of CHOKBR. This year we had 2. So this year in terms like we showed new players. I think this year I like more the CHOKBR this year because of the 2 splits we are having. But we're still adapting like to this new format. But Loops and Alpha 7, it's like everybody know them. It's like we usually say that they are a traditional team here in CHOKBR. So they are always the teams that have to be beaten by the others, like the nemesis of the CHOKBR.
Okay.
We were asking about Influence Rage. We've seen them on the international stage, but Influence Rage, it seems like they didn't have the greatest of time. They ended up I think 4th place or so in the regular season. You know, just didn't really find 5th overall, actually 5th, 6th, but like they just didn't really kind of play very well. What happened with them?
Like they had a major change on their lineup. So like when they had Sony, Petroni, do you know them?
Yes.
Heiko Kozi, they were like a super team.
Yeah.
But since teams become splitting and Influence Rage got some expert players, but new ones, I think Influence Rage was one of the most disappointing teams in CHOKBR Split 2 this year. I was hoping much more from them because of the history of the team on CHOKBR. So I know AZ is a great jungle, and Petroni is a nice AD carry, but I think the team didn't just combine itself. Like I think the new player didn't go along with the experts one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't really catch up, I guess.
I mean, if we're looking at the Alpha 7 side, this squad seems to be geared up to be like the super team of Brazil, right? Like you know, they've kind of, you know, Vivo Kid stars from the past. They've taken Danny and Niap. This is a squad that's always kind of been on the forefront. But now, even with this 1-2 placing, and they're in the KIC, but they've actually even gone so far. From what I see, is that they're taking Ysacer from Lobos Famintos, right? As the farm laner?
Yes, yeah.
So,
but I
that's
don't know
crazy.
if it's public information.
Oh no, I saw it online. That's why. I saw it online.
Oh, okay.
It's on the
okay.
Wikipedia page. I hope I'm not getting you in trouble.
Okay, but I didn't see any post about it. But yeah, that Sasser is on the Alpha 7 team. I think he's a great AD carry. Like, he's very aggressive. His latest son is really awesome, Lung, and I think he's a great add to the team. Like, he's more aggressive than All Mine. Now, All Mine was like the player that received the attention from the team. The resources was all about All Mine. But now I think Sasser will do a great job playing along with Danny, Miyapi. I think the team, it was what they had 2 Chinese AD carries before, but
Bobby.
I think they had a language barrier.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that was the most difficult thing, and I think that in the CHOKBR final, it got really heavy for them.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny that you say that, because when in the KWC, Bobby, who had been just subbing in, right? He was like the farm laner, and you could tell that there was definitely some communication issues. But when they were winning, they were doing like the Sue and everything. Like the celebration, the handshakes was very on point. So that kind of, when you're winning, communication is not an issue. It's more when you're losing, where everything is like, okay, now we got to break it down. We got to figure things out. And that's when things are very different. So I understand the way that they're doing it. I think picking up Sacer makes a lot of sense. Most MVPs in regular season with like 9. This is but can they gel fast enough for KIC, which is coming up in like 2 weeks? Your thoughts on that one?
Yes, I think like, I know he's with the team right before the end of the CHOKBR. So like, I think they're having some time. I heard that they are at China right now having boot camp.
Oh wow!
So
okay.
Yes, that's something so that the team can know each other. But Sasser, like I said, as an individual player, he's really good. So I think it's a great add.
Questions for the CHOKBR side. So the first thing first, what's your own expectations? How do you think the CHOKBR teams should perform? Like, do you think they should be 4th place, 5th place, 1st place for this KIC? What is a good expectation for them?
We always have good expectations about Brazil in wars. Oh man, how can I say without flaming?
Okay, let's go easy, right? In the sense that there's 16 teams. Let's go. I mean, it's got to be top 8, right? Top 8, right?
Yes. Okay. I think top 8. Like, I expect more from the teams since I know the changes they're having. But I don't know what happens in the international stage. But Brazil like implodes themselves. They don't play like they play in Brazil. I don't know what happens, but I don't know if like we have our characteristic here in Brazil. So I think we should attach to it. So
okay.
I think that's cool. I don't know if it's some kind of nervous thing. Like, I'm international, like I'm playing against
the world-class teams.
Yes. So I don't know if it's something nervous, but like I really expect them to go good this year.
Okay. I kind of felt that with Loops. It seemed like that they were like, oh, wow, this is overwhelming. It seemed like they were very nervous. They were not able to play the game that they normally play.
Okay, that KWC, they were like this.
But Alpha 7 on the other side, you could see that they're like, actually, we've experienced this. We're a little bit like Danny, Niap, those guys. Like, you could tell that they're way more comfortable, right? And I feel like Alpha 7...
I think the KWC was the first international experience from Loops, if I'm not wrong.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think like Vento is like a rookie here, so they don't have a really experience outside. So I think the only one who had international at the international stage was Mano Freezer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Import.
Influence Rage, what I think, but yeah, let me check. No, he was.
I was at Alpha
7?
7.
Alpha 7, yeah, Alpha 7.
Last year,
Yeah.
yeah. So he was the only one. I think like Loops now can be more strong. They know how to manage their feelings, how it works. And Alpha 7, all the boys have international experience. So I think that's why they were great. Better than we expect on the KWC.
I think you guys should have a very high expectation because Alpha 7 did last all the way until the playoffs in KWC, right? And they got to play against.
Yes.
They were against AG, right? Did they do?
They lost to AG,
I mean,
which everyone loses to.
So it's AG, right? Obviously. So they have gotten first-hand experience of what it's like to play against one of the toughest teams in the world. So I feel like Alpha 7 coming into KIC this time will be much more powerful than the last time, and I think quite scary. So I think top 8 is the minimum, but what do you think is the highest they can achieve in KIC?
Oh my god. Okay. Like the highest.
Yes. IKL, PKL, and then we have the Major West, so teams like OG, Twisted Minds. Do you think they can beat them?
Yes, I can. On a good day, they can. On a good, but like 50th place.
5th place.
I think.
Okay. No, that's good. But do you think it's going to be Alpha 7 or Loops being ranked higher at the end? Which is the better team?
I hope both can go to the playoffs.
Only one team can be 5th place, okay?
I hope both like different from the KWC, like Loops didn't pass to the playoffs, only Alpha 7, but Alpha 7 I think they're like I said, more experience. They're doing the boot camp for like a long time. The Saucer additional, I think it was really good. So I'm having like a feeling that Alpha 7 is going better on this KIC.
Okay, interesting.
I have one thing about the CHOKBR teams that I'm really interested in, which is, so Alpha 7 is known as one of the loudest teams, right? I think it's Danny who's the loudest in the team. Is this a CHOKBR specialty? Because this is not just in Honor of Kings. I think across all esports titles, Brazil teams are known as one of the most, the hottest teams around, not just because they're very confident in game, but also because they're very loud in game. Is this a strategy that you think will help CHOKBR in KIC?
You say about the screaming at each other, this kind of thing. Oh, here in Brazil, we are very passionate on the sports. So it's not only from HOK. It's like every other sports, they scream at each other. So it's something from here.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this, but they're like, beside the game, when the game over, everybody it's like friends. They don't fight it. Yeah. It's not like something that I'm gonna trash talk to him and I don't like him. No, it's just on the stage.
Okay. Interesting. Actually, it makes it way more fun to watch when you see that.
Yes.
And we've only seen generally the teams from Brazil. I believe it was Influence Rage back in a qualifier that they were like really trash talking even after the game. So it's super fun to watch. I want to see more, but I know that at the end of the day, all of them are gentlemen. Like we've met them.
Yes.
They're so nice, right? And they are very friendly. They understand that this is an international stage, and they portray themselves as, professionals, and they are, right? And they're very good, and it's very impressive to watch. Now, if we're going to shift gears a little bit, if we're looking at some of the other teams, obviously you had the intel with Sacer making that move. Are there any other sort of roster shakeups from the other teams?
Here in Brazil, you say?
Yeah. And would maybe the other team? Because, I mean, Lobos Famintos loses Sacer. Like, what do they do right now?
Yes, Actually, we don't know what they're doing
Okay.
right now because, like, they're on vacation.
Oh,
This
okay.
moment.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, we don't have a sports calendar at the end of the year. So only KIC and the HOK calendar here in Brazil. It's over for 2025. So
Okay.
just next year we'll see what happens.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Now we were also talking about some of the other leagues and kind of like where you see CHOKBR and through all of this, right? So just like at a high level, I mean, if we're talking about like IKL, PKL, and I'm sure you've kind of watched at least you've watched some of these leagues. Which do you think is, dare I say, the worst of all of the other leagues?
No, you're not doing that.
I'm putting you on the spot. I am. No, you don't want to do that?
No. That's too cruel.
Okay. All right. Okay. But just give me one team. Just the first letter of the league.
No, I can't.
M?
She's so scared.
This is where you say pineapple, just and then we move on. Pineapple. Okay. All right. Well, we'll continue on. All right. So, like, if we're talking again, just like about the overall, I guess KIC, right? Let's go with the top side then, right? Which do you think, or what league do you think will be probably, top 4 guaranteed? Like, maybe the champion. Like, what sort of league looks strong to you?
Well, as a region, Malaysia for me it's like favorite ones. I try to always watch the Malaysia teams, but right now I don't know. I think like that. Just let me remember. Just my like Nova.
Yeah, Nova.
Okay, I think it's a good team.
Black Shoes were homeboys. Black Shoes.
Yes,
It's a really
Black
long name
Shoes.
now. Yeah.
Yes. They were like the favorite one for me all the time. Like, but let me see. The Korean team, I forgot the name.
Ocean Red Force.
Yeah. I'm having a really high expectation since the beginning of the year about them.
We had it too, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the best.
Yeah, they keep disappointing at the end of the day.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, especially KWC. I was all in on you, so I was completely all in on this team. Like I was like completely with you in that sense. They look good, but then when they're playing up against the international teams, it just seemed like they were completely outclassed, right?
Yes.
Okay, I have some questions. I think I want to dive a little bit more into you as a person, right? So experiencing CHOKBR, I think there's a couple of things that people are very curious about, myself included. So everyone has their own time in esports where you kind of get to switch and say, yes, I want esports as my career. What was that moment for you, and what was the reason you felt like, okay, I want to do esports?
Well, for me, it just happened. I didn't wanted to work with esports.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like a hardcore player.
Okay.
When I play something, I go all along. So I try to get high elo in everything I play. And a friend of mine was working with some esports production, and he knowed me well. So he said, "Oh, you know a lot about the game. So do you wanna like be the analyst of a program?
Yeah.
It's like a recap, of the tournaments." And I was okay. So I took the chance. And I like it. I felt okay. I can work with this.
Okay. So
In Brazil, I was one of the first women in working with sports in
whoa.
Brazil.
That's great. That's great. That's cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I think going in as well. Okay, so obviously when you are going to appear on camera for the first time, people are nervous. People are not sure what they're going to do. How do you get past that hurdle? How do you get past that challenge at the start?
Right now, I don't know. I like study a lot, so it gives more confidence to me to talk about some topics, and I think it's like study a lot. So I know what I'm going to talk about it during the tournament. But when I was in the beginning, I was really nervous, really nervous. So I don't know. I think the time we'll get some experience, you know how to do, and it becomes more lighter, less than heavier, more lighter to me. You know,
takes the stress away, right?
Yeah.
So if I can get from your perspective, okay, how would you tell someone to get past this challenge? What's your advice for them? If this is, let's say today someone's watching this and this is their first time as a talent coming on camera, whatever region it is, right? What is your advice to them?
Study a lot, like practice, get some VOD reviews and talk on the top of it, and see how goes your work. So that's how I started. I simply commented on the top of the games to see how it works. Of course, I got some help from my friends. That's good. So yeah, that's it. I think the main thing is study a lot the game.
Got it. So studying, and then obviously the network is key, but for somebody who has no network, right, who's just like, I want to do this, so I'm going to practice, like, as you said, with like VODs, but then how do I get noticed?
Actually, I did something in the past years, like uploaded some videos on YouTube or on my Twitter, on my pages, so everybody could see. And now, like, we have a major social medias that you can grow up, like TikTok, Instagram. Like, on my time, on 2016, like here in Brazil, we used more Twitter and Facebook. But now we have more Instagram. So, but YouTube helped me a lot. I post there and look for the tournaments. Like, you have to go to it to get the tournaments. Like, present yourself. Hey, I'm a caster. I want to do this tournament. Here's my job.
Okay.
That's how it works.
So just besides recording your own stuff, it's also important to go and reach out to the people that you want to work with, right? Like, example, you were mentioning that you were working with Riot at the start for League. So League was your first game. How many games have you done besides League? So League, HOK, have you tried any other genres also?
Yes. Can I say the names?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I've worked with League of Legends, was my first one. I play League of Legends since 2011. So
wow, okay.
In the beginning of the League of Legends, but as a caster, I've worked with League of Legends, Rift, Overwatch, HOK, Valorant. I do Valorant, Marvel Rivals. Let me see. I'm forgetting something. Deadlock. We had some tournaments of that Deadlock. So yeah, that's my default.
Okay, then that leads to the next question. So obviously, talents, there are a lot of different type of games you can cast for. How do you start learning about a different genre of game? Because some people think that, oh, if I'm doing a MOBA title, means I only can do MOBA titles as a talent, right? It's very hard to transition.
Yes.
Number one, is that true? Is it very difficult to transition between titles? And if you do, how do you go about doing your research and how do you go about doing your homework?
Yes, it's really, really difficult. But like, I like to say that I'm a mobile specialist.
Okay.
Because I grew up playing
Yeah.
MOBA. Like the first MOBA I played was Dota. Dota.
Okay.
I don't know if
We are all
Okay,
Dota babies.
Yeah, we can't all keep
Dota.
from Dota.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But I didn't like it, so I tried other MOBAs. I grew up playing MOBA, but FPS was not that really my type. So, like a commentator, analyst, I prefer working as with MOBA. But when I work with FPS, I work as a host. So
okay.
it didn't push me too hard. So I just can I don't need to have a deep knowledge about the game
Understand. Yeah.
as a commentator.
Yeah. Actually,
Also, I do the switch from the.
yeah, no, it's actually better to be flexible, right? I think that being able to host and just jump in and get your feet wet, so to speak, I think definitely that's the way to go. But yeah, I mean, you were talking a lot about your socials and things like that. Where can they find you online?
They can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. It's all Havana Dutra and underline.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll definitely have those links there so that everybody's very easily able to get to all those access to those social links. But yeah, I mean, before we go, I mean, is there any sort of final word, shout out to your fans, and especially to the English viewers who might be tuning in to this episode for the first time and seeing you? Anything that you'd like to say to them?
Oh, first of all, thank you so much, guys, for the invite. Well, let's cheer for Brazil, for Loops and Alpha 7. I'm really excited. Like, I think it's 2 weeks from now from KIC. Like, I hope they do a good performance this year, especially considering the KWC results. And I hope Brazil don't end up in the same group.
Yes.
This year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah, 5th November.
And yes, and well, let's hope for the best for Brazil. And thank you so much, guys.
All right.
Hope to see you.
Okay, I have one last request. So,
Yes.
if you can say it in, I know it's Portuguese, right? So, if we were to say in Portuguese, how would we cheer for a Brazil team in the comments? What would people normally say?
Vai Brasil!
Vá Brasil. VA.
Wow, Brazil.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Vai Brasil!
Wow, Brazil.
That means
That's like, let's go, right?
go Brazil,
That's like,
right?
go.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, let's go Brazil.
Awesome. We will definitely be cheering for them on the English broadcast for that kind of stuff. Obviously, they need to perform as well, but I do want to make it very clear because when you were talking about, hey, Loops and Alpha 7, I want you want to, wish them well. You did say Loops first. So I'm going to say that you're thinking that Loops is going to score higher than Alpha 7. Let it be on record, right?
No, I was just thinking about the results from the last
Obviously,
CHOKBR, first play. But I'm cheering for both teams. Like,
Okay.
it's Brazil. Here in Brazil, like, we usually cheer for the country. It doesn't matter the team when we are in the international stage.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need an international tournament in Brazil so that we can all go there. Yeah.
Yes, oh my god. It would be really nice. The people here are so warm. I don't know, we have something special. The people are passionate by sports at all.
Yeah. I definitely want to see the fans. Everyone I meet from Brazil has been amazing. So I just more of that. But I do want to say thank you for your time, Ravena. We will make sure that we do give out those proper shout outs. We will be cheering out Va Brazil throughout, Va Ravena as well for all of your cast. Thank you so much again for your time. We will be signing out. My name is Holler, and with me is Kindel Fu, and of course, Ravena here. Thank you so much for your time.